Guys, in this video we're going to put a load of modifications onto my Arrma Kraton. Let's have a look. Also, we got this crazy high-spec servo, stupidly fast, stupidly high torque, and I'm going to put a link to this down below. So, first of all, I've got this Just Bash It RC chassis machine from a solid billet. Man, that looks nice. What does Pat reckon of that?
Ah, it's very beautiful.
Also, they folded it here. I thought at first this might be a weak spot if they machined it into it because of the grain of the metal, but they've actually folded it, so all the grain still goes nice. Also, we've got Just Bash It RC shock towers, front and rear. We're going to stick them on the scales in a minute because someone said how much did it weigh. Go on and stick it on. 764 grams. And the front tower, 76 grams. Rear tower, there you go, 109. We have a Max 6 ESC. All that means
more power.
AS, baby. AS is going into the Kraton. I know what everyone's saying, the motor can't take it. Well, it will for a little while. Next, we have some front and rear braces to replace the plastic ones. I'm waiting for a new servo to come. This is a standard Arrma servo. They, all the ones I've ever had just die really early on. So I'm waiting for a new servo to come for that. But we're going to get going with this rebuild. Get all this nice new shiny stuff on. All right, so what we're thinking is we just whip all the screws out and then it should just be a simple plonk it on. So Pat's going to stick him in the new chassis as we take him out of the old chassis. Alright guys, that's going to look boring just seeing us take all the screws out, so we're going to put you back on when something interesting happens. Alright, so we got the first part off, the battery tray. So Pat's going to be bolting that onto there. We've got a little problem here because I was hoping that these steering post screws would come straight out, but they're not. They're spinning in circles, so it means we have to get in from the other side. All right, we're going to get you back on in a minute. All right, so we got the main chassis off now. It's all in pieces, and we're now going to weigh the original chassis. We're leaving the side guards on because they don't go on. Oh, probably looking at around about double the weight for this one here. Next, I'm going to fit on these hinge pin braces. Unfortunately, one set are black and one set are red, but that's all I had in stock. And I'm going to put a link to both of these down below. So next, we're going to bolt these onto here, and I'll put you back on when they're on. I've just noticed a problem. Oh, look. That bearing has completely had it in there, look. So we're going to have a look, see if we can find a bearing. If not, that might be the end for today. But we got this coming together, look. Alright, so luckily I found a bearing that might fit. So let's see. That goes on there, goes in there. Possibly give that a wallop with something. Oh no, it's a little bit bigger, but maybe it could still work. Nah, I think that's still going to work, so we're going to go with that. It sticks out a tiny bit more. Maybe that could be better. Might make that bearing last longer. Maybe it's not going to fit together. We will see. So Pat's job is now to fit the rear end. But don't forget, you got to get the shaft in there as well. Hey, look at Pat getting that rear end on. But look what's happened on the front. The same problem. That bearing has shot, completely gone. I've got these Traxxas ones, so I'm going to stick... Well, I'm going to see if they fit on there. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. We'll see. Alright, will the Traxxas bearing fit in there? Oh, straight in. If anyone's interested, this is the part number. Was that funny?
No comment.
Some Arrma fanboy's not going to like that, is he? People always laugh at me when I call these centre drive shafts prop shafts. I say, no, it's not a prop shaft. Prop shaft goes on a boat. Well, look at this, guys. Rear propeller shaft, front propeller shaft. Anyway, you can call it whatever you like. It doesn't really matter. All right, so it's another day. Let's get back on with the Kraton. So the chassis is all fitted now. Everything is sort of kind of, for the most part, bolted back in. So next job, I've got to mount the ESC. So I'm mounting this Max 6, which can run 8S LiPo. Man, this is going to be insane. I think the best way to mount it is probably going to be like that. I've sort of played about with some different angles, and I think like that's going to be. So I've just got to take this plate out again, cut this off, attach that somehow. I don't know how yet, and yeah, let's just get on. Alright, ESC's in. I see a couple of comments. People say, do you now need longer screws because the chassis is thicker? And no, you don't, because if you look carefully, look, you'll see that the screws are actually sunk into the chassis by the amount what the actual thickness is. So these screws are now actually below the surface of the chassis, which is also a good thing, because when you're bashing, it's going to save those screw heads from getting ground down, because so often have I ground screws down so far that you can't even get a wrench in there anymore. So now that should hopefully eliminate that problem. But I still want to fit some kind of a skid plate to here and here, just because when we're on the skate park, you know, these areas tend to get ground down, and I really don't want to just destroy this chassis. It's too nice for that. Subscribe. All right, so there it is, all mounted up. I think that's probably going to stay like that. So next, I'm going to fit the front shock tower and then the rear shock tower, and then we're going to be done until I get my new servo. There's not that much more I can do until then. Oh, check it out, guys, all mounted up. This thing is beef. You know, I can't see this thing bending. You know, it's going to take a lot. Anyway, here's the original one, and the weight of that is 40 grams. So, yeah, obviously a little bit heavier, but for the extra added beef, haha, I can't wait to try it out. Anyway, next, we're going to put the rear one on. All right, it's on, guys. Check it out. I'm just taking the wing off here so you can see what's going on. And my God, guys, I can't get over how epic this thing looks. Alright, let's get the wing back on. So that is now as far as I can get. Next job's going to be putting the new servo in. So as soon as that turns up, I'm going to fit that in. And then we're going to be ready to give that a test drive. We're going to have to sort all these cables here out, get all the receiver back in. But guys, it is almost done now. We're 99% there. And then we can really take this thing somewhere and give it a test. Alright, it's another day. Pat's in the house.
Hi guys, how you doing?
There it is. I got a new servo. This is a JX servo, high voltage, brushless motor, all metal case, all metal gears. Check out the specs. If you stick that on pause, guys, you're going to be amazed at the specifications. All right, let's chuck it in. Oh, look at this.
What have you found, Kev?
Oh!
Oh my God!
I thought people said Arrma servos are good. Hello! Alright, let's crack him open. Oh, guys, check that out. I really cannot fault the quality of this look-wise, but we'll know more when we come to testing it. Hi Pat, check that out.
Oh man, Jesus. It's like Iron Man, doesn't it? Wow. That's got some quality to it.
They don't do it justice on camera, but in real life, look, you can't fault it.
Man.
Got a nice weight to it,
yeah,
isn't it?
That's what I was thinking.
I've looked at some other people's reviews and they said there's like no slop. It's like a Swiss watch.
Let's have a look.
We'll see once we fit it how good it actually is.
Well, I can't feel anything.
But anyway, guys, the link to this is down below. But this is not a review yet. We've still got to put it in. We've still got to test it and then we'll know more. Alright, so these little bush thingamajigs here that come with the servo, they don't actually take the M3 screws that we need to screw into the case. But if we take the ones that come with the Arrma servo, they do actually fit straight in there. So now we can fit that screw straight in. Alright, servo's in, it's wired up, the radio's on, I've got the steering trim on centre, it works. So now all I need to do is get the wheels as straight as I can, get that horn on there as close to 90 degrees as possible, like that. Tiny little bit of Loctite on the end of the screwage, and we'll be ready to give it some movement and see how strong it is.
Whoa, you're going to just try it.
You ready?
I'm not over here, so Kev, you drove over me last time.
No, only testing steering.
Ah, okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Right, that is a nice servo, man.
Hold the wheels and see how powerful it is. Stop them from moving. That's just moving the servo saver. Look, the servo doesn't even care, look. They're still moving the same. Oh, guys, I can't wait to test it out. Oh, she's ready for first test. Oh, here she is, ready to rip. Oh my God, that's on 6S. Imagine what this is going to be like on 8. That still doesn't go backwards. We're going to need 8 of Steve to set the ESC. It seems to be stuck in forward only. Oh my good God. That's going to be an animal on 8S. Let's rip a backflip. Oh! Oh my God, all right, we're going to put it away before we kill it. But guys, there's going to be a video soon of this thing in action. Alright guys, that is it for this video. Thanks to Just Bash It RC for sending me the chassis and the towers, and thanks to Banggood for sending me the servo. Soon we're going to take this out in the real world and we're going to abuse the hell out of it and see how well it all holds up. So, if you like the video guys, thumbs up, subscribe, bell button, you know what you got to do. Bah!